Hello and welcome to this beautiful yoga session. It will be grounding yoga. What does grounding mean? Grounding means being not only present in the present moment, but also connecting with your surroundings. This means feeling immersed, feeling supported, and just feeling some kind of connection with your surroundings. You can do it even in your room. Then the grounding has to be a bit more metaphorically, but you can also do it outside like I'm doing on a beautiful spring meadow. Just join me and let's move along. So we're gonna start by doing a mountain pose. And mountain pose seems quite easy, but if you really try to connect with the ground, it's not that easy. If you're not feeling the connection, you're not doing it right. So try to take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Probably the biggest breath that you've taken in all day. Feel your spine, which is really straight at that moment. And feel how your toes are connected to the earth. They are the connection point to the ground. And really immerse with the present moment. Okay, once you've done that, come to a seating position. Also try to keep your spine really straight. And we're going to do some circle movements to warm up your spine, but always try to keep it straight, a straight line from the ground to the sky. So you breathe in when you go forward, and you breathe out when you're on your back. And we're only going to do one way for the moment. And if you feel like you're done, we're gonna reverse the circle. Okay. Come to the center again. Bring your hands in mudra together. And feel the little grounding that has already been done. Did something change? Are you already feeling more calm? Now raise your hands up to the sky and twist to your left side. When you breathe out, try to go a little further to the left. Micro movements, but always challenge yourself a little bit. Come back to center and do it on the other side. So, one last movement to warm up our spine a little bit. We are doing some fast movements now. Place your thumbs on your shoulders, and then we are breathing in when we are turning to the left and breathing out when we are turning to the right. You might hear some cracking sounds in your spine. That's totally okay as long as you're not pressuring it. And now you can start to do it a little faster. And we're meeting at the center again. Bring your right foot in front of your left foot. And now we're going to really have some contact with the ground. Place your hands on the floor or on the ground, on the grass, wherever you are. And walk as much forward as you can. And let your head and your upper body follow. If you can, and if you're able to, connect to the ground. Place your hand and place your head on the ground. And come back up. We are going to switch our feet. And let's do it on the other side. If you're not coming into contact with the earth, that's totally okay. Just go as far as you can. And try to challenge yourself a little bit. Maybe you're doing this practice more often, then you can maybe go a little deeper every time. And come back up again. Now we're coming on all fours. And we're doing some cat-cow movements here. Breathe in as you're making a curve with your spine. When we breathe out, we let everything go. Breathe in and breathe out. Tuck everything in. Try to find your own pace, maybe a little faster. And if you're ready, come to downward facing dog. If you can, let your heels connect to the ground. You can keep a little movement going. It might be easier. And if you're ready, lift up your right foot. And we come into warrior one. Really try to hold this position as long as you can and feeling that energy flowing up and down from the sky to the earth and the other way around. It's always both ends of the same coin. And then come into warrior two. Try to keep your chest open. Breathe in deeply. And slide your left hand along your leg. And bow over. Now take your hands back to your right foot. And we are coming into a twist. Open your right hand to the sky and twist to the right side. Take your hands back and also take your foot back to the other one and come into plank position for a moment. Now you're parallel to the earth. Lower your body, but slowly to the earth. And come into upward facing dog. And stay here for a moment. Maybe try to look at your heels. And feel this connection to the earth. Okay. Now come back into downward facing dog. And we are switching the sides. Now we are taking our left foot forward. First take it up and then take it to the front. And raise your hands up to the sky, Warrior One. Take it to Warrior Two. Try to open your chest. Keep your spine super straight. And slide your right hand down your leg, Warrior Three. Feel that nice opening on the left side of your body. And take your hands to the ground again. We are opening up to the left side. Okay. Take your hands back to the ground. And we're standing up straight again. Bring your hands in mudra pose. It's a pose of appreciation. It's a pose of receiving energies, feeling changes, feeling connection. And really feel like you are a very big mountain with a very firm fundament, unshakable. Now let the mountain become a tree. Raise your right foot up and place it against your left leg. You might shake a little bit, that's totally okay. Try to find your balance. And once you have, take your hands to mudra again. Maybe find a focus point in front of you. And feel like you are a tree in the wind, but you have strong roots. If you like, and if you want to make it a little more difficult, take your hands up to the sky. It really helps you to connect with the energy flow inside of your body. And take your hands down again. Place your right foot to the floor again. And we're gonna just change side. Same thing. If you like, take your hands in mudra. Try to find a focus point in front of you. And become really still and unshakable. And if you're shaking a little bit, that's totally okay. Even trees are shaking in the wind, but they are not completely breaking down. Sometimes they are, and that's also okay. try to develop that kind of still, strong balance. To make it a little more difficult, take your hands up to the sky and feel that one line of energy, that exchange of grounding energy and uplifting energy. And come back to standing position. And now we're gonna shake off all that negative energy. We're gonna shake off all the tension that built up inside of our body. Just let your hands hang super loose and twist your body by keeping your feet completely straight and strong on the floor. So just a upper body twist. Let your arms feel super heavy and guide the movement. Find a breathing rhythm that suits you and feels right at the moment. And make it a little faster towards the end. And come back to center. So one last floor contact pose at the end of this practice. We're coming to a lizard pose. So first of all, come down to the floor on all fours. And now take your right foot, place it next to both of your hands, and just hold that position for a couple of moments and try to find where it challenges you. Maybe it challenges you by taking your elbows to the floor. Or even your head. Okay. Come back to all fours. And we're gonna switch sides. Take your left foot right next to both of your hands. And same thing on this side. You might hold it here, or you might take your elbows to the floor, or even your head. Okay, come back. And our last pose, where we're going to close this practice, will be a squat position. Try to keep your spine straight also in this position. Try to work towards getting your heels on the ground. If you're not at the moment capable, It's totally okay, but it's a really fun challenge to try to work towards bringing your heels to the floor. Hands in mudra pose again, and feel the grounding, that opening towards the floor. This position is supernatural for a lot of indigenous tribes that are still very much in contact with the earth and nature. And if you like, you can do a little experiment and you can come into crow pose. Crow pose is an interesting position. It's somehow grounding because you have a lot of contact with your hands to the floor, but you're lifting your feet off the floor, so it's also kind of uplifting. You can just experiment with the pose as much as you like, or just stay in squat position. And when you feel like you're done, thank yourself for showing up to this practice. And I hope you feel a little more grounded for the rest of your day or night. And you can always come back to this practice and connect with your surroundings, with the earth, and balance out your uplifting and grounding energies in your body.